Hey loves, welcome back if you are not new, and welcome in if you are new. Um, I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I read for myself and my collective, and I start with a prayer. Spirit angels, ancestors, guides, higher self, everyone out there who wants to help us on our journey of healing ourselves, um, we welcome you in. We thank you for the shield of protection that you put around us. We thank you for bottling up all negative energy sent our way for us to use as fuel for our purpose. We thank you for the clarity and the connection and the message. We thank you again. How y'all doing out there? I um I want to do a new moon reading. Um I want to do a new moon reading. What are we manifesting? What are we creating? What are we getting ready to do in this season? Um I've I did a Reiki healing session on myself before I started, and I want you guys to hold me accountable. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys. I feel inclined to create a deck. I've been creating some flashcards of phrases that I've been guided to write down. And so as I'm don't hold me to a date or a time yet because I don't have one. I'm starting. But I think that's something that I should do. So that's what I feel like I'm manifesting during this new moon season, or in the creation phase of. What are you guys going to be creating this new moon season? And let's see what's going to help us to boost those ideas, to push those ideas forward. The heart 3, the heart. Maybe you need to do something with your heart chakra. Maybe there's some forgiving you need to do, some loving you need to do in order to release the blockages that could be preventing you from creating or manifesting. All right, y'all. What do we need to know, Spirit? Oh, what is that? Blocking? Did I say blocking? 7 of Wands, blocking. And the death, blocking an ending, blocking a transformation. Endings bring new beginnings. Defensive. The bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. It's karma. But the karma's up. The Wheel of Fortune's in your favor. But knowing that what comes up must come down. It's a wheel. So while she's up, this person's down, but it's a wheel. It continues to go. It continues to go. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus could be significant to you. What are we blocking? What ending or what death are we blocking? Please show us clearly. Dang, a tower. A sudden change. The bottom of the deck is the Justice. So there's going to be balance. Libra could be significant. There's going to be balance to the situation, or maybe there is the law involved, because this is also legal matters. 8 of Swords is victim mentality, self-imposed blockages. Spirit, please show us clearly. My candle is low. I gotta get a new one. My son picked out this scent. I like it, but I don't know that we can get a new one. I gotta figure out what scent to get next. Okay, Spirit, please show us clearly. What are we blocking? there's going to be balance to whatever this is, right? There's going to be balance to the victim mentality. The Ace of Pentacles, your new beginnings, your financial opportunities. Blocking our financial opportunities or blocking our, look, we're blocking our financial opportunities. Or we are feeling like victims in our financial opportunities. We're anxious and stressed about our money, the things that we're investing in, our stability, our financial stability. We're feeling trapped about it, or we're blocking it. We're stressed. There's some sneaky things happening. Heartbreak and loss. So there are some people who you trusted before and they hurt you and you moved on. You had to move on from them, or move on to calmer waters. Move on to heal yourself. Spirit, what is this Death card? The Empress reversed, which is creative blockages, lack of confidence, lack of growth, overbearing tendencies, disharmony, insecurity, and negligence. That Eight of Swords energy, feeling blocked, victim mentality, you're not feeling confident, you're feeling insecure, you're not moving forward, you're blocking your ability to be financially creative. But there's an ending to that mindset, because that's the Death card here. We were blocking our financial success because we were in this Empress reverse energy. But there's an ending to this Empress reverse energy. The Five of Pentacles here is a financial hardship. Yeah, if you're blocking your finances because of your mindset, that Eight of Swords energy is it's your mindset, it's victim mentality, you feeling trapped. If you are blocking that victim mentality, blocking and being stuck in that victim mentality, you can't manifest your money. You're not being creative. You're not moving towards what you're supposed to be moving towards. You're stuck in this financial hardship energy. But we're moving forward. You're moving on. There's an ending to this infertility, this lack of confidence. What's the Tower, Spirit? What's the Tower, Spirit? Yeah. The sudden change is finding mental strength, rejoining the world, coming out of isolation, awakening. You're gaining what you need. You don't have to rest anymore. You did the resting part. You had death is also a spiritual awakening. You had this spiritual awakening. You had this understanding that you have everything you need. You're gaining your confidence. You're understanding who you are, what you're moving towards, what your purpose is. And you're no longer blocking your financial success. You're no longer blocking yourself from moving forward. What else do we need to know, Spirit? The Moon here, fears and illusions. The path may not be clear, but my intuition lights the way one step at a time. So there's still some fears here. There's still some anxiety here. But I think you're beginning to trust that your intuition is going to take you where you need to go. Okay. The Six of Swords again. You're healing. You're moving on to calmer waters. You're finding relief and stability. You're walking away from these fears. One more, Spirit. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is someone who's curious, someone who is always trying to learn, somebody who could be providing new ideas. The Tower is a sudden change. While the Tower looks bad on this image, it's not always bad, right? Because the Tower comes to shake things up. The Tower comes to make some change that needed to happen. After that change comes the clarity, the mental strength that you needed, the new ideas that you needed, some information that you needed. What else do we need to know, Spirit? The fact that you were imbalanced. The fact that you were too busy holding on to one side of some spectrum. So with this insecurities here, like you were stuck in Eight of Swords energy. You were stuck feeling like a victim, stuck feeling like you didn't know what to do or how to do. You needed to bring back the balance, and that's the clarity that you needed to know. Yeah, see, the Magician here. You already have everything you need. You already have everything you need. The Magician is, I have all the resources I need, inner and outer. So you knew that you needed to bring back that confidence. All you have to do is have confidence in yourself and move forward. Maybe you're afraid that because you have started tasks before that you have not completed, you feel like you can't complete things. But I feel like you just needed to learn certain things from those experiences so that it could boost you towards the next thing. I've been looking into human design, and I learned that I'm a manifesting generator. And manifesting generators jump from project to project to project. I have started and stopped so many projects over the years. And during my Reiki session before I started this reading, I was thinking about all the projects I've started and stopped. And they have all come together in my mind of how they can all work together for a future project. Just the knowledge that I've gained from doing all those things. And also possibly needing to go back and complete some of those tasks, right? Like sometimes you need to tie up the loose ends. I think for this new moon, it's time to tie up loose ends. It's time to tie up some loose ends. You have the resources. You're going to have the time to do it. You're going to have the money to do it. You're going to have what you need to help you tie up the loose ends, right? Because sometimes when you're in survival mode, you don't have the time to tie up loose ends. You're focused on making sure the bills are paid. I don't think you're going to need to do that. I think the money's going to come, the resources you have everything you need. The resources, inner and outer, are there to help you tie up those loose ends. 10 of Pentacles underneath that. Yeah, you're going to be able to tie up those loose ends. You're going to have the time that you need to help you. You're going to have the money you need to help you. Or it's going to be coming in. Like everything's going to be taken care of for you to fulfill the bigger picture. What else do we need to see, Spirit? What else do we need to see? Ooh, that Seven of Wands again. Standing your ground. Being determined. Being determined and challenging. So yeah, it's time for you to fight for yourself, stick up and hold your boundaries, but also be determined to work towards fighting for your goals and your ideas. Fighting for your goals and your ideas. What else do we need to know, Spirit? King, the Knight of Swords. Big changes and opportunities are coming in. It's time for you to make some quick decisions and to move towards a goal. Being direct and honest. Ace of Swords at the bottom, clarity. Being honest about what you're doing, about what you want, but also having the clarity to communicate that. Having the vision and the success. Yeah, the Hierophant here. Maybe it's something spiritual that you need to do. Or maybe you need to seek out a spiritual leader, follow some traditions. I think you're supposed to be doing something as a spiritual leader, or you need to seek out answers from a spiritual leader. But the clarity is coming in about either one of those, right? Whether you're supposed to be the spiritual leader and you know that, I feel like I talk to healers. I feel like I talk to spiritual leaders of some sort. What, not that you're supposed to be a pastor, maybe that's your thing. Maybe tarot is your thing. I don't know. Maybe, motivational speaking is your thing, but I feel like that's who I talk to, spiritual leaders. The Hierophant could also be, like I said, you need to go consult with a spiritual leader. But the clarity is here. The new ideas are here. Oh, too many. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to see? There it is again. Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. You're going to have the financial success. Either a lump sum of money, trust funds, inheritance. Some money is coming in to give you the time to tie up your loose ends. You're going to be able to tie up your loose ends. So that I think we're coming out of this insecure energy. We're coming out of this disharmony with ourselves, this lack of confidence, this lack of growth. We're healing that. There's a transformation happening, a death happening to that energy. We're not going to be blocking our finances. We're not going to be holding on to this imbalance of fears, insecurities. We are coming out of that energy, finding the clarity, and making the changes necessary. Speaking our truth, saying what we need, sticking up for ourselves. This new moon cycle is for us to basically level up. It's time to level up. Whatever you're supposed to be working on, you're going to have, this is springtime. This is springtime. This is the first new moon of the new year. They say that the new year starts in springtime because that's when, the leaves start to grow on the trees. It's no longer, supposed to be cold outside, but it's freezing where I am and it's supposed to be a warm place. It's supposed to be a very warm place, at least at this time, but it's cold here. Um, but it's springtime, and spring is a time of growth. It's the time of expansion. It's the time of birth. Uh, so yeah, it's time for you to go and birth new things, or go tie up your loose ends so that you feel confident, right? Sometimes we don't feel confident because we don't have the knowledge. And maybe some of the things you need to do are finish some classes. Maybe you need to finish some projects. Um, and maybe you have a new idea. But whatever that confidence block was, whatever was holding you in that Eight of Swords energy, it's being released. You're going to have the burst of energy to go forth and complete what you started, or complete a new thing, right? Because sometimes you just needed that knowledge, that experience. If the message is resonating with you, let me know. Put a purple heart down below in the comment section. Like the video. If you feel inclined, donate to the channel. There's a link in the description section. If you have questions about my cards or which ones I use, as of right now, there's a link to them all. But that link is also in the description section. One link for everything right now. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Please show us clearly. What else do we need to know? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. If you're focused on seeing the good in all things, you can't focus on fears. You can't focus on anxieties. The good in all things, even if you start a project and stop a project, right? There's good in all of it. Maybe you needed a break. Maybe you needed to learn something else from something else so that you can come back and complete that task. Everything happens in divine timing. So if you see the good in all things, even the endings, right? Even the endings, you can move forward. You won't feel stuck. When you're stressed and thinking of anxiety, okay, when you're depressed, you're thinking of past things. You're thinking of things that happened in the past. That's depression. Being stuck in thoughts about the past. Things you should have done, things you could have done, things you would have done, things you wish you hadn't have done, things you wish somebody else should have, would have, could have done, or hadn't have done, right? That is depression. When you are stressed about the future things, oh man, what if they say this? What if I do that? What if I mess up? What if I don't this? That is anxiety. But if you seek to see the good in it all and what you can learn from it, how you can grow from it, you can hold that information in the present and focus on the present. So see the good in it all. If the project that you started, you have to put that down for now, that's okay. What good did you gain from it? If there's an ending to something, whether it's a partnership, whether it's a job, whether it's a project, whether it's a class, whatever it is, if there's an ending to something, you have to find the good in it. And the humor in it. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Again, that's just choosing not to dwell in the sadness, choosing not to dwell in the depression or the anxiety of it, choosing not to dwell in what can keep you stuck, what can keep you. There's a phone ringing in the background. I don't know if you could hear that, but I'm taking that as confirmation. If you choose to see the good and the lighter side of all things, you can keep moving forward. You can keep moving forward. One more, Spirit. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Didn't I just say that? Everything happens in divine order. So if you needed to stop that class, you needed to stop that class. If you needed to take it over, you needed to take it over. If you needed to, put down that book, you needed to put down that book, the one you was writing, that one. If you needed to put down that book, then you needed to put down that book until it was time for you to pick it back up. It's time for you to pick up the projects that you started. Some of them, or all of them. Don't overwhelm yourself, though. Use your intuition. Use your guidance. Trust your inner voice. Trust your inner voice. Angel answers. Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to see? Yeah, so I need to get a new candle, probably today. You want to donate to get me a new candle? That link is in the description box. Recovery. This image reminds me of Reiki. There's an angel behind this person, and she looks to what I normally start off in meditation. She's sitting on the floor. She's crisscross applesauce. She got her arms out ready to receive. There's a light over her heart chakra and lights in her hands. And Reiki for me, you use your hands to allow God's love, God's loving light to flow through your hands. There's God's angel behind you, the angel of love. It reminds me of Reiki, recovery, healing. Maybe somebody needs a Reiki session. Maybe somebody needs a Reiki session. Maybe somebody needs to meditate. Maybe you need to pray. Whatever your source of connection is, maybe you need to do some automatic journaling. I think that's what it's called when you just write whatever's in your head and you don't stop it. Like you don't think about it, you don't process it. Pen to paper and let it flow. Those are all meditative states. Those are all forms of healing. Those are all ways to connect with your intuition, your inner self, with God, with spirit, with the creator, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I think they're all one and the same. Not to offend anyone who thinks differently, but recovery. It's time for you to connect and heal. But it's happening. You're recovering, right? You're coming out of this imbalance, this insecurity, this temperance reverse. You're coming out of this imbalanced energy. It's recovery time. Romance, no. And that's a no exclamation point. So no, we ain't talking about romance this new moon season. We're not talking about that. Within the next few weeks, something big's happening within the next few weeks. Obviously, it's the new moon, so we're manifesting things. I think as you work on those projects, or whatever project you decide is the one you need to work on right now, as you work on that project with the new confidence that you have, the newfound energy that you have, the new mental clarity that you have, you're going to see results. You're going to see results. Obviously, when you put your energy towards something, you see results. Continued practice, continued effort brings results. And I think with the new confidence that you have, you're going to see it. You're going to gain the audience. You're going to gain the, I feel like audience. You're going to gain the audience. You have angels here who are, this angel looks like they're doing magic here, sending out energy. I feel like you're gonna gain the assistance that you need. You're gonna gain the assistance that you need. I want a card for each one of these before I go. That Page of Swords again. New ideas, new communication. We're gonna have that clarity, that peace of mind. Because we're gaining our confidence and we're not holding ourselves back anymore. What's this? Recovery? Conflict, disagreements. Swords is also communication, right? Lack of communication, lack of unstable communication. We're recovering our inability to communicate effectively. Verbal disagreements, competitions. What is this romance? No. What is this romance energy? Ooh. Persistent against some codependent ass relationships. Some negative relationships. That's why it's romance no. We're resilient and courageous and blocking that codependent ass shit. Sorry. Toxic relationships we're done with. We're blocking it. Seven of Wands twice. We're blocking love. Romance no. Right now. What's within the next few weeks? Another 7. Sneaky? What's sneaky? Betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. What's within the next few weeks in this 7 of Swords energy? Sneaky proposals. Oh, no. This is hard work. Strategic. Yes. Hard work. If you're strategic and you put in the hard work, you are. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who works hard. It's slow and steady. But slow and steady wins the race. If you think of the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the race. Be strategic and keep working hard. And like I said, within the next few weeks, you'll see results. We don't want nobody being sneaky. We letting go of that sneaky energy. Romance, no. But slow and steady wins the race. Be strategic. Don't tell everybody all your business. This 7 of Swords is that too. Like, don't tell everybody all your business. Swords is communication. Sometimes you need to keep some of your shit to yourself. When you get your money and your abundance, once you have fixed this unstable, imbalanced Empress energy, and you come back upright, abundant and creative with new love and new life and new spirituality and new intuition, don't tell everybody. It ain't everybody's business, because they're gonna come with their hands out. Them codependent people, those people who stuck on destructive habits and always trying to pull from you with their toxic ways, they're gonna come with their hand out. But you got new love here. It'll come. But work on your tasks. Finish up whatever projects you need to finish up. Your confidence is here. So this new moon cycle, Our confidence is back. We're working towards our goal. We're saying no to toxic ass relationships. We're recovering the conflict, the difficult communication. We're healing ourselves, manifesting and meditating. We're seeing the good in all things. We're finding the humor and the lighter side of all things. We're being patient and trusting that everything happens in divine order. So as long as you're doing your job, working towards your goal, knowing that you have the ability to do everything you need to, you are the magician, you have all your tools, inner and outer, and you're going to have the balance. You're going to have the balance. You're balancing out this energy. You're balancing out that Eight of Swords energy. You have the confidence. You are the Empress. You are abundant, creative, and connected to spirit. All right, y'all. Let me know if that resonated with you. Spirit, thank you for the message. Thank you for the clarity and the connection. Thank you for the shield of protection. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all liking and commenting. I appreciate y'all subscribing. My subscribers has grown significantly, and I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. That's the message, y'all. Peace and blessings.